2004, he has worked at Westmead Hospital. He is the chief gynecologist pathologist and also does histopathology, sarcoma and melanoma diagnostic work. He is a senior staff specialist at Westmead Hospital, has been the supervisor of registrars for more than 10 years and served as acting director for many years now. I would not like to go through his whole CV, but I would like to say Dr. Samba's quest for knowledge has given him an in-depth understanding of the quantum reality and the non-duality nature of the universe. He generally says Vedic, including yogic knowledge on a weekly basis, providing a blueprint path to merge with the absolute and exponent of integrative medicine. This enables a healthy body, mind, and soul. His spiritual faith instigated research into the life history of advanced yogis and personalities like Swami Ramdev Ji, Sadguru Swami Yogananda, Sri Yogeshwar, Raman Maharishi, and others. From childhood, he was fortunate to follow the Vedic Sanatana Dharma as espoused by Maharishi Swami Dayanand Ji. Friends, with this brief introduction, please welcome Associate Professor Raghav Shankarji.
Om Bhurvasvaha Tasya Viturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. O God, giver of life, remover of pains and sorrow, bestower of happiness, creator of the universe, thou art most luminous, pure and adorable. We meditate on thee, please inspire and guide our intellect in the right direction. Your Excellency, President of the Samaj, invited guests, all my friends and families here, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for being here as well. I won't take too much time, I know we are under pressure. So I've left my speech. Basically, I'll give you a timeline of what Swami Dayanand is, because I'm just listening to everyone who has talked about. For children here and young people who don't know Swami Dayanand's timeline, I've just gone through it. I've done 7 years of research on his life, and I had a question in my life. This is Lord Rama, more than 10,000 years. Lord Krishna, more than 5,000 years. Swami Siddhananda, 150 years. And then Swami Daya, who was the guru of Swami Dayanand. The thing about Indian culture, in Indian civilization, was enormous during their time. So what happened in between that? Our society became so low. And then someone like Swami Dayanand had to come and reignite. That was my interest to know. So we talked about what services he gave. I wanted to know what made Swami Dayanand, from who he was called Guru Shankar, to become Swami Dayanand. That was my question. It took me 7 years to unravel. He left home at 21 years of his life. The major incident. He was born on 23rd of February 1824. And he died, as the previous speaker said, on Diwali Day on 24th October 1883. So 59 years of life, enormous amount of contribution. Our people pass away. You might remember 10 years. This guy is being remembered now after 200 years and all over the world. So something he did was so enormous to the society. So left. There was some trauma in his sister died, his uncle died at 19 years of age, and by 21 he left his house when parents tried to actually get him married. And the life that Arya Samaj miss is, what did he do from 21 to 35 years of his life? The 15 years of life is actually sort of lost, like Jesus Christ as well, when you read Bible. There's parts of life of big people who have achieved are missing. He met Swami Dayanand Swami Brijanand in 1860. So 1845 he left house. 1860 he met his Swami. What happened before? So my journey is in the book. I've written the book now. It just came out. I don't know how I will be able to publish it in the 200th year. It's out. You can read in detail. But what I'm saying, he left house. There was enormous amount of difficulty. If Modi's India, and Modi is finding really hard to bring equality, justice, and whatever good he's trying to do the country, in making about 150, 175 years ago. How difficult was the person? Was there no social media? There was nothing to actually really, and 16 attempts were made on his life. Is the 16th one, he died by the 16th one. So the whole community, which is the British occupation, then the Mughal, and Orthodox Hindus as well, everyone was against him because he was against the basically prevailing culture. So what he did in that period was, he traveled, his number one guru in 1846 was, his name was Swami Purnanand Saraswati. So know this thing, most people don't know. Purnanand Saraswati made him into what's called Chaitanya Brahmachari and gave him the name Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Otherwise he was called Mool Shankar. 1846, he met Swami Yogananda, who introduced him to two main yogis. The first one was Swami Shivanand Giri, and then Swami Jwalanand Puri. These are the two main people, and these are very advanced yogis. And in Himalayas, he traveled to Nepal, Tibet, Himalayas. You read the book, you will know about all the details of it. But they are the ones who instilled him this confidence and belief. Before he reached Swami Brijanand, who was very strict, he was the most learned, but he wouldn't take a student if you weren't of any real high caliber. And Swami Dayanand was of all the students of the highest caliber. He learned Vedas from him. And the two things that I found why Swami Dayanand, because Veda's teaching is, God is not born on earth or any planet. Hindus, the ancient, most deepest form of belief of Hinduism is, people have intellect and reach higher levels, but take it Rama or Krishna, anyone. So the level of knowledge that he acquired was the difference for him. So his determination, his mind focus came from yoga, the knowledge and the full grammar, Sanskrit. He actually brought back the Vedas, which were misrepresented by Max Muller and the whole British institution. Like many of our books were misinterpreted deliberately, I have to say, so that it could confuse the people. So he brought back, he read more than 3,000 books. He wrote about 60 different books. And he was asked, the task of him was to go back and bring back. If you want India to re-establish its civilization, you have to bring Vedas. That was what his guru told him, or his teacher told him, and that's what he did. And Arya Samaj was formed as an institution to carry on what he was teaching. So this is very brief summary. So I just gave you a timeline to understand where and how this man fits. And today's Modi's India is basically taking out step by step everything that he talked about. Equality of women, like the other speakers told us. Caste system, no, you go to Varna system according to Vedas, that people are born. If you are highly intelligent, you are Brahmin, you are physically fit, you are Kshatriya, business, etc. There is no caste system in Hindu, deepest form of religion of Vedas. So he brought all these things. The other big thing he did was what's called Shudra movement. Shudra movement was Ghar Wapsi movement, meaning a lot of people, because of the occupation of India, had been actually converted, so he brought them back. Gaushala, looking after protecting the cows, is a very essential part, and people laugh at Indians where they say cows can run on a road. But the serious books he wrote about why cow protection and farming based on cow is very important. So in your time, please read in the book, it's there. And there are many more things. 90% of the independence fighters were actually because of this man, Swami Dayanand. So India got independence, if you read the history, you take Chandrasekhar Azad or Lala Rajpat or Subhash Chandra Bose, any name, 90%. So the amount of his contribution to Indian society at that period was so enormous that we can never ever be great, never ever be enough thankful to him. And it's not only 200 years, he will live forever, because the new modern India, which is being actually taken, is coming now, is because of his because of his template, basically. So thank you all. Thank you for listening to all. I tried to make it a bit different so that it was not repetition of whatever. I hope I have done justice to your time. Thank you for coming. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaaya Purnamiva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.